Hey everybody, this is Dan for GemmyD on Cars. Now I am back at my home away from home in 2020. I am at KLICK Lewis Chevy Buick here in Palmyra, Pennsylvania. And today we're taking a look at a sort of modified, this is a 2016 Mercedes-Benz C450 AMG. Now this is the AMG before we had the current day C43. This is one notch above the C300, one notch below the C63. Now this car has a 3-liter twin turbo V6, 364 horsepower, 382 pound-feet of torque. It'll go 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds, and as you can tell, this is probably not a stock Mercedes color. It's got a little bit of modifications that I don't really know much about. It has a tuned exhaust, which sounds pretty damn good. And this wrap, which is a sort of teal color. And I wonder if they had got their inspiration from the Mercedes F1 sort of teal color, but there's lots of carbon fiber, aftermarket wheels and brakes. So let's take a look at the C450 AMG. Back in 2016, when this car came out, there was no thought of the BMW M340 that had similar performance to this car. You know, this has 362 horsepower, that had like 380. That car wouldn't even come out until 2019. So at the time, in 2015 or 2016, you can get an Audi S4, which also had a twin turbo V6, or you could, that's pretty much it. I mean, you had the BMW 335 at the time, but that was only 300 horsepower. This would sort of walk all over that. But I'm going to show you the modifications that this car has done, and I think it really makes this car a fun sort of head-turning, you know, performance sedan. So let's take a look at the styling. All right, now we're going to talk about the styling of this car, but first we need to go over the sort of modifications that have been done to this car. Now, as you can tell, this car is wrapped in a teal color. It looks really good in person, and I hope it is coming across over the camera well, but we've got aftermarket RF wheels that it says road deform on it. They're just a little bit dirty, but this car has been wrapped. The handles are a little bit different. They have like a chrome wrap, but I think the badges are all blacked out. As you can tell, there's a C450. You've got a normal spoiler that comes with the car, and then this added carbon fiber spoiler, which I think looks pretty good. I think carbon fiber pretty much looks good on anything, but you also have the carbon fiber side skirts right here, which look pretty good. And I think I like the look of the yellow brake calipers, as opposed to what the stock would be. But this car is, we'll call it a baby AMG. But yeah, just look how wide that wing sticks out. I mean, it looks pretty good. And moving around front, now this car is obviously tinted up as well. I think I mentioned the previous owner of this car owned a tinting shop that does wraps and tints. So this is probably his, you know, rolling advertisement for his business. If I knew what the business was, I'd give him a plug, but I honestly don't. Now, moving around to front, this is where it looks really good. Now, look how much carbon fiber is on this front bumper right here. And I always like the look of a C-Class. I think now in 2021, I think it's getting a little long in the tooth. But when this car came out, I guess in 2015, it looked very nice. I mean, it really looks like a baby S-Class. You know, these headlights, there's your LED right there. These headlights always looked really, it just looks like it's on an expensive car. There's the turn signal up there. It just looks like a baby S-Class. Now, this car even has that's called the Pan Americana grille. But yeah, this carbon fiber front splitter just looks good. There's a little bit of damage right there, but I don't think you can go wrong with carbon fiber. And this car is definitely more on the attention grabbing side. I just think it looks so good. The wheels, and I'm honestly glad it doesn't have the black wheels. I think this silver finish on the wheels looks really good. I mean, black wheels are sort of getting played out, but yeah, the stance on this thing looks pretty good. Now, compared to, let's say, an Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio, I think this car honestly looks equally as good. German cars are really known to have like muscle cars. They always sound the best. You know, they're always in the class lead for performance. I mean, the E63, I mean, you can't do much better than that. That's another step up from this car. But the styling of a C-Class, I think now in 21 it looks a little bit dated, but when this car came out, I think it looked really good. So yeah, just take a nice little glance about this car. Now, I forgot to mention though, the mirror caps are black too. But yeah, it's not very often I get to review like modified cars, and this is definitely far from stock. So all right, let's check out the inside, and let's check out the engine first. Now here's the engine right here. This is a 3-liter twin-turbo V6, 362 horsepower, 384 foot-pounds of torque. Now Mercedes, I think conservatively claims that this car will go 0 to 60 about 4.8, but some of the research that I read, Car and Driver, they got down close to 4.4. I mean, that is seriously quick for a car with a V6. You know, it's a small car. I know that the C63 with the bigger engine, the 4-liter bi-turbo, is definitely a heavier car, just from a bigger engine and a couple other things. But yeah, this car will definitely move. So I'm very excited to get this thing out on the road. I mean, it is a cold, snowy, wintry day here in central Pennsylvania, but this engine looks amazing. Now I think the handwritten the engines with the handwritten notes on them is reserved for the top, you know, all outs AMGs. This does not have, you know, built by Martin Muller on it. But yeah, I like the red, and the red also goes into the inside of the car too. So I think this is a big motor, so I'm excited to get this thing on the road. All right, let's check out the trunk real quick. Okay, for some reason the key's not working, but just press the button on the inside. So yeah, okay, this is the trunk of a C450. It's a mid-size sedan, decent space, definitely not as big as the E-Class or the S-Class, but I think if you had a car like this, you could fit lots of stuff in here for your kids. You know, this could be a fun car to have as a daily driver. So yeah, there's the trunk of the C-Class. All right, let's check out the interior. Now, real quick before you go on the inside, I misspoke. The top of the door handle is chrome, the bottom is black. It just sort of looks like it's chrome all together. But yeah, let's go into the C450. Now, I think this car was originally black before it was wrapped. It's got all black leather, nice red stitching. Now, I seriously almost keep hitting my heel on this carbon fiber side skirt right there. That might be something to get used to. Now, when I reviewed my DLC a couple months ago, I sort of was thinking that Mercedes are always the most luxurious cars of the class. And I think this car is really no different. We don't have any carbon fiber in there like the C63 would have, but I think it still looks good. Now, I will say, I think the interior of this generation C-Class, which has been around for 5-6 years now, is starting to look a little bit dated. I think Mercedes has some of the best looking steering wheels. This is a little bit dated, which is okay. This car is over 5 years old. That's in between. Yeah, this center stack sort of looks like a 2021, which is okay. That's not too long ago. Always love the classy look of these circular vents. Very nice to use. I like it. We've got the red stitching on the doors in the dash. It's a nice touch to get the stitching on the dash. I know in the DLC that's like an extra cost. The rest of the belts in the front. That's a quintessential Mercedes features that wood. Now, on this center console, we're going to go through driving mode, Sport Plus. It looks like a typical Mercedes, but let's see. Now, before we start out, this is like a typical Mercedes seat. It was around the 90s. It's just different. It's a little bit different nowadays. Sound good. For a 3-liter V6, it sounds pretty good. Now, your center screen there in the middle, current Mercedes. Hold on. Quiet, please. Thank you. Activated navigation. Current day Mercedes have the digital screens right here, and these screens are also digital. You can change everything in the middle, then you can go over to the screen right there. And I still am not I don't care that these screens have these, say, quote unquote, tacked on iPad screens like this. We all get used to it. Everybody's used to a big screen. You know, we are at this age in our technology where that's a sort of industry standard. But yeah, there's a couple different things. Now Mercedes always has this like column mounted shifter, which is a little bit different. There's never not anything down here. Yeah, there's your cup holders right there. Now let's just go through the drive modes real quick. It's so cold outside, this button is like sticking. Okay, we've got, let's see, Sport, Comfort, Eco. I want to see if the exhaust note changes too. Sport Plus. No, it doesn't look like it changes that much. But yeah, I think this car would definitely turn heads out there with the color and plus the sound, which I think sounds pretty good. So I'm impressed. I think it's getting a little bit long in the tooth for this generation Mercedes. So, all right, let's check out the back seat very quickly. All right. Now, no surprise there. This back seat is pretty tight. I am pretty much pinned onto the back seat. I hit the seat where I had it up in my driving position. But yeah, I mean, what do you expect? I mean, if you want more space, you get an E-Class, you get an E43 or something similar. So yeah, this is a little bit tight. You still have the same beautiful red stitching to go along with the black leather. That just looks really classy. Nice quality, nice materials. I mean, it's a Mercedes, what do you expect? All right, so let's wrap up this video and get this thing out on the road. Now this is going to wrap up my quick look of this. This is a 2016 Mercedes-Benz C450. It has the wow factor, the bright, you know, crazy out there wrap to go with the performance of a V6, a twin turbo V6 that Mercedes offers. So I think this could be a fun car. I think it could be your daily driver. It's a little bit lower, has a little bit more stiff ride with the Sport Plus suspension, but I think it could still be a fun daily driver that could definitely compete with the Audi S4s and the BMWs that are out there. So don't forget to check out KLICK Lewis Chevy Buick here in Palmyra, Pennsylvania. They've always been so gracious to me. And I literally found out about this car like 2 hours ago, and I texted my buddy, I said, hey, can I come look at that Mercedes? He said, yep, I'll be here. So I will put their link right here and in the description below. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think of this car. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram at GemmyD on Cars. Got a lot of cool stuff coming out. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.